I have sent 50,000 cold DMs over a period of 3 years, and here's everything I've learned so far. Now, you're never gonna find a video like this on the internet because every guru who's selling you information on how to do cold outreach is either trying to sell his program only, or what he's trying to do is basically he tried cold outreach for 1 day, and then since he got a few replies, he started to become a guru. And that was like 15 years ago. Things are different now. I have tried in the current climate 50,000 DMs. I've been doing it for 3 years, and I'm going to lay out every information that I have in this video. So let's get straight into it. So, the first things first, whenever you're reaching out to a person on Facebook, Instagram, or any other platform, always keep your message short. This is really important because I know you've been working in some appointment setting agency, or you've done your appointment setting training, or I don't know which guru you watched. If they told you that you need to be professional and you need to explain exactly what you do in a big fancy text, then that's not true. You have to keep it as short as possible. The shorter, the better. Because let me tell you, and I state this as a fact, no stranger, and I repeat, no stranger is going to read a long text from another stranger. Because whenever a stranger reaches out to another person, that person immediately in their mind thinks, okay, this is a stranger. I don't know this person, so they're definitely not saying anything important. So they're definitely not going to read your long message. Okay? So that's why you need to keep it as short as possible so that they can get what you're trying to say at just one look. They can just see it, and there's just like 3 lines. And as soon as they see it, they get an idea of exactly what you're trying to say. I know many people have told you that you need to write long paragraphs, but don't do that. You can do that on email, but not on DMs, guys. DMs are different. Never send long messages. Always keep it around 3 to 4 lines long. That's it. The second tip that I have for you guys is never beat around the bush. Yes, you heard me, never beat around the bush. And what I mean by that is, I know that some people have probably told you that whenever you want to pitch your service to another person, what you have to do is how you have to enter their DMs is ask them about their day, ask them how they're doing, ask them how their children are or how many cabbages they had this week. Ask them about stupid things, right? That doesn't really matter. That has nothing to do with you or your business or how you're going to get paid, right? That is a waste of time for both of you, because if somebody in my DM comes and says, hi, how are you, with a smiley emoji or a heart emoji, I would never reply to them because I know that they are here to pitch me something, right? I want you to get to the point, and so are your potential clients. Everybody wants, if you're trying to pitch to someone with your services, just get to the point. What can you offer them? What services do you offer? If you go in and say, hi, how are you? Because every single person who's pitching a business just goes in and builds rapport. Building rapport means you ask them about their day, ask them how they're doing, and then once you have a connection, then you pitch them your services. This is a very bad technique. It's the worst technique. This is the worst thing you can do, guys. Never do this. This is the worst advice given by people, right? There's some people saying, oh, but you don't, when you go on a date, you don't ask a girl to marry you on the first date, so you have to build rapport. Yeah, but that is marrying a girl. This is completely different. This is business, guys. You need to get straight to the point. What is your service and exactly what do you offer? Get to the point, okay? Just go in with the first message, hey, hey, hope you're doing good, and then go straight into the offer. I help cleaning companies. Interested? Are you interested in this? Yes or no? If they're not interested, they're just going to say no, and it's going to save you millions and millions of hours of going back and forth with them, asking them about their kids, asking them about how their day was. That's just stupid, okay? The third point that I've learned is whenever someone is interested in your services, whenever someone replies as they're interested into your cold message, the quickest way to get a response is to reply quick. So whenever somebody said, yes, I'm interested, as soon as I saw that message, I would try my best to reply at the same time. Even if I was in the market, I would turn my mobile around, constantly checking for replies, because the quicker you reply, the quicker there's a chance that they will see that message and then they will reply back. But if you reply maybe after 2 days or 1 day, they're just going to completely forget about the message, completely forget about everything, and it's just going to be a waste of time. point number 4 that we have is try to make, even if you're a male, try to make a female identity, right? So let's say you just take a profile picture of some random girl and then make that as your profile picture. Let's say you're doing Facebook outreach. If you be a girl with a girl name, that is probably going to increase your reply rate, because men like talking to girls and girls like talking to girls. So if you're a girl, you're going to automatically get more replies, because if you do the same message as a guy, guys are going to be like, well, why would I reply to him? I have nothing to do with a guy. I mean, guys like to talk to girls, and girls are just going to think you're some simp, and they're just not going to reply to you. Now, I'm not saying that that is for all girls. Of course, some girls might be interested. They will reply. But I'm just saying that being a girl, using a girl profile, even if you're a male, you can just use a profile picture of a girl and with a girl name and then send your DMs. You're going to get a higher reply rate, because I once made an account of a man and I pretended to be that man. So I took a profile picture from Google of just a random name, Jake's profile photo, and I just took his profile photo and I changed my name to Mark. And then I tried to do outreach and I got 0 replies. But with the same message I did as a female, I got 20 replies. Same message, same amount of people reached out to, but just changed my profile photo and my name. Just changed my gender, basically, and I got more replies. So guys, even if you're watching this, you can always do outreach from a girl profile, and you're going to get a better reply rate. Let's move on to the fourth and final message. So the fourth and final message that we have is act human. That's literally it. You don't have to act like you're applying for a job and you have to be so professional, like you're standing in front of a queen and you have to bow and you have to, say, pardon me, please, and stuff like that, and say, however, and use very fancy English and look very professional. That's not true. You just have to act like a human. Just be a human. Just act like it's a friend reaching out to another friend. Just imagine in your brain, how do you talk to your friend? Just imagine that you're talking to your friend when you're talking to a client, because clients have been getting so many professional messages like, hope you're doing good and pardon me for entering your DMs. But I don't know, so many long messages with very professional English, and it just immediately connects in their brain with spam or with advertising. Just immediately think this person is trying to sell me something, and then they relate the selling, because they have to pay for that thing, they relate it with a scam. So what I would suggest you do is you use words like LOL in your message, like what's up, buddy, bro, stuff like that. Use words like this, like you're just talking to a friend, you're reaching out to a friend, and then your reply rate will increase a lot, because I have noticed this, and I don't know if you people have noticed this as well, but I have sent 50,000 DMs, and when I was extremely professional, I got 0 replies, and as soon as I changed my entire script to very short, just a few lines, went straight into the offer, and I used a female identity, my reply rate increased. It increased a lot. And I used words like LOL, and I expected them to get angry and be like, this is no way to talk. But out of the 50,000, not the 50,000, when I started to use friendly language, I sent like 20,000 DMs with that friendly language. And after those 20,000, almost all of the people who read that message never got angry. And most of them even replied to me. I had a 50% reply rate, and most of them were positive. So as soon as the people started replying to me, when I started to act friendly, they gave me a lot of replies. And I literally expected everybody to be like, LOL, bro, this is no way to talk to a person you're trying to do business with, but only 2 people reacted that way, and the rest of them were interested. And I made a lot of money talking to people like their friend, just like a best friend reaching out to another best friend. I just presumed myself like I am not like other marketers out there who are trying to scam you or who are trying to advertise their stuff to you. I'm just a friend reaching out to another friend, and I am a normal human. I'm not like those professional people in Africa or whatever, because many people from Africa and countries like this are just bombarding people with messages. So, and they're using so many professional messages. So not that there's anything wrong with being from Africa, but I'm just saying that you have to just look like a friend reaching out to another friend, and it's going to increase your reply rate a lot. So this was it for today's video. Here's everything I've learned from sending 50,000 DMs. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.